Hello again. There's our peeps. There's Jared and Pseudo.
Woo!
That means we can start.
Yeah.
Oh, are you? He's still watching the VOD from last stream.
Shoot. Well, I
Well,
guess we
it'll
can.
be fine. It'll be fine. Junction 3, Sophia or Admiral? Admiral?
This
Hatch.
thing growing inside me. I've been fighting it for 6 hard years. Dr. Amaral was developing a cure for the Cronon syndrome. She was the only one who could administer the treatments that kept my sickness at bay.
Paul?
And Jack had taken her away from me.
Oops. Not oops.
How the fuck did this happen, Martin? How is it possible they managed to take her?
Paul, this is your illness talking. I'm on your side. Easy. You're up.
They took
Hello,
her.
hello.
Without Sophia, there's no chance of a cure.
We did all we could. But there are forces within Monarch working against you, and I believe Burke was just the tip of the iceberg. It wasn't just Joyce that did this.
Sir?
He didn't miss
We've recovered
much,
Dr.
though.
Amaral's laptop. We have it set up over there if you want to take a look.
I'll be right there.
There are drop frames all over the place, but I feel with a little bit more polish.
I want to go over Sophia's
the
figures.
transitions could have been
If
good.
she's right, the fracture is escalating a lot faster
Transitions.
than we anticipated.
You know the future. Dr. Amaral doesn't. Is the lifeboat even in a viable state for activation? She's trying to convince you the schedule's wrong. Why? To get you to rush this? To make a mistake? The people opposing you. She could be one of them.
Little seeds of
She
doubt
isn't.
everywhere.
Are you willing to bet the entire plan on that? I implore you, hold off on activation, Paul. Let me clean house before this gets completely out of hand.
Fondue.
I should have been here. Somebody made a false report. Sent me to the tunnels to divert my attention.
Like I said, people working against you.
Who was that on the radio?
We're still working on that. How do you want to proceed?
Let's
Somebody
find
was
out.
working against me. Somebody close. Martin Hatch. Sophia Amaral. I could only trust one of them.
Or you trust none of them.
I wanted my bread.
Immediately. So I have some information about Martin Hatch.
Martin had been my closest advisor for years. I began to wonder if that had been a mistake.
Sophia's loyal. She's always been loyal.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before. She knows what it does.
Sophia's research had saved my life. Loyalty doesn't run any deeper.
All right, Amaral. Let's go fix the time machine.
I said I'll try.
Evidence was mounting against Sophia. I couldn't simply ignore it, despite everything we had been through.
She knew you'd never make it without those treatments. And then she took them away.
If she'd turned against me with what she knew, the damage could be immeasurable.
Okay, here comes the poll. There we go. The the labels per the things request.
Really, I couldn't remember how many A's were in Amaral's name, so I was like, let's not look stupid here. Let's be stupid.
I could type it correctly, but
Too late.
yes.
Let's delete the poll and start a new one then.
Yeah. Only one bit to do another vote. Yep. Or I think I have it where you can do little bits as well. But if you prefer to use, you want to keep them little bits. I understand. Yes, one little bit. Because for some reason, it doesn't want it to be free. That's Jeff Bezos right there. Give me all the money. Make them pay to have their voices heard.
He's so far disconnected from that company.
I know. Still.
Doesn't excuse the company's behavior and its things, but...
Mm-hmm. Just like, what's his face? Maybe I should turn this down to 1 minute. I have it at a 2-minute vote. 151,000 votes for not hat. I love it.
You were like, what are we going to use these bets on? Okay, we got this one. This is my vote.
3 viewers, 9 votes. Something sus.
View results.
Yep. Here we go. An overwhelming 100% not trusting Hatch. Nice.
All right. So, Amaral, right?
Yes, okay. You are trusting Amaral.
Sophia's data's always been good. I'll trust her judgment. We need to analyze these figures and make final preparations to activate the lifeboat protocol at once.
Fine. I'll take the laptop to the science department.
No, I think I'll do that myself.
Oh.
I see.
Everything's all wonky.
Sir?
Put people on Mr. Hatch. I want constant eyes on him.
Yes, sir. You got it.
I feel like this comes out with
We
more
pulled
intense
some
ending.
images from the security
so
cameras.
This is the right choice.
We've identified
Nice.
Joyce's accomplice.
It's
She's
the
Beth
most
Wilder, one of our mid-level
obvious
operatives.
of the two, I think.
Yeah.
Her. My God, she's been with us all along. She's working with Jack. Where is she now?
Unknown. But we've got a kill team tracking her.
No. She can't be killed. Not yet. Find her. And whatever Mr. Hatch does, I want to know about it. Don't screw this up.
Sir, he has used the bathroom 5 times in the last hour. This is incredibly suspicious.
Beth
There must be
Wilder.
something in that stall.
I count
First time I'd heard her name.
You screwed up.
When it all started. She'd been there the whole time, working against me from the inside. And she wasn't the only one.
Big reveal.
Bum, bum, bum. Nice.
Spicy.
The treatments, they're losing their effectiveness.
Recap.
Changing the inevitable. Time is just one closed loop. And no matter what I do, time ends.
I need to get in that lab. There's something in there that I need.
The lifeboat protocol. What is it that you're so threatened by, Martin?
Do I look threatened to you?
This is Dr. Amaral's report. The stutters, they're
Do
they're
I look
increasing in
threatened to
frequency.
you?
What is that?
Nope.
So good.
Extremely hostile. It's Dr. Kim. Let's go! Let's go! No, don't. Put one of those on. Charlie! Let's go! Let's go!
Move the mouth.
My question is, why did he take the extra one? Just to screw Liam, or does he actually have somebody else he cares about? Highly unlikely, but...
No, just to screw them, because he knew he was screwed.
Such a loser, dude. Chronon eye drops. And only one eye?
So he can see time ending in one eye and
not
in the other, maybe?
Future and present? That might be interesting.
There's no lore behind that, anybody. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
That is a complete guess.
And what did Burke want with it?
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what the lifeboat protocol is.
It's a sanctuary. Designed to shelter a list of Monarch's essential personnel to weather the storm until they can develop a solution.
Essential personnel.
You weren't on the list.
I'd be on that list, right?
Not under Paul Serene's lead, you wouldn't. He's failed to see the value in his own people. Too consumed with grand ideals and delusions. You know what I find to be the most terrifying notion on this planet? The idea of God. Simply the idea. A being with that much power. The ability to take and give so freely. That kind of control. But should be feared, not worshipped. Yet people believe in it. Just as people believe in Paul Serene. See, what's so scary about God isn't his control, but rather, if he ever lost it. Paul Serene's become unhinged, Charlie. He's triggered a catastrophe. He has the chance to fix it, but he's choosing not to. He's choosing to let things end.
The end of time.
And this is where we come in. We risk too much leaving the keys to the kingdom in one man's hands. We need insurance. There's something called the CFR. It's a crucial key to our survival and must remain safe.
And can save
But as
you
long as Paul is
20%
the
by
only
switching to
one with access
Geico.
to it, it isn't. With access to the CFR, I would take over, get Monarch back on track, and once I do, restructuring would be in order, Charlie. Restructuring that would see you as my right hand.
Oh, this is gonna be too easy to sway him.
Absolutely.
Then I need to go back to Monarch. And that sort of privilege isolation can only be done from the inside.
If Paul doesn't find out about this, that guard's so screwed.
Yeah, I mean, like, you want... When someone says, I want eyes on him, it usually means eyes and ears.
Yeah.
That's good. I put the island on lockdown, but the pump house on the west side has an old supply tunnel that runs beneath the bay. No one knows about it. You'll go and see.
In the glass house.
Yeah.
It's the hacking,
Time
you know.
is of the essence, Charlie.
Yeah, he hacked all the mics they have in there.
Yeah.
It's all radio
that's
silent.
what it is. And the windows are also blurred.
Yeah, so the tech guy, the IT guy, he went in and he and Mr. Hatch just kind of mouthed words together for like 20 minutes.
We're moving forward.
frequency of the stutters is still unpredictable, but they're persistent. Erratic, but persistent.
I need certainty. I initiate the protocol, there's no going back.
Mr. Serene, something like this. There is no certainty. We've never dealt with it before.
How long?
We've been running Dr. Amaril's simulations. It's hard to say without her to confirm, but...
Just give me a time.
The Joyce field could collapse within 8 hours.
The
Mr.
Joyce field.
If you're going to proceed, now would be the time to decide.
What's one more broken Windows tablet? They're all busted anyway.
Yeah. At least from that generation.
You know what I would love?
Charlie.
If he almost got hit by a car, and then it stuttered, and he thinks he's safe, and then he gets hit
You're
anyway.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Time's ending, just like you said. And the lifeboat protocol? It's a place. They built it to protect people from the fracture. And the only problem is there's a list, and anyone who's not on it is pretty much fucked. But if we make it back to the mainland, I can get us on the list. All of us.
This entire island is on lockdown. How are we gonna do that, Charlie?
There's a tunnel.
Hey, all right, if you are lying to me this time, I swear to God.
No, get off! Tired as shit. I don't know why you're doing this, but I don't have to put your name on shit, motherfucker.
Yes!
Do that.
I'm gonna tell you why you're gonna put me on that list. I got a pregnant wife at home, and she's the only thing that I am thinking about right now. So if you get in the way of me protecting her, I swear to fucking God, next time, you will not catch your breath.
And he doesn't feel the straps for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I thought he was good.
It's a really thick coat.
Hmm.
Yep. Jared says, but now he knows about his weakness. Liam's weakness.
Hmm.
Those mics must be really good being in that pocket and all.
All my issues around these videos are around Charlie, for sure.
Good evening, Dr. Amaral.
Where are the eyes?
We're 5 minutes out, Mr. Hatch. Yes.
Definite plot hole.
I've come to free you, my friend. This imprisonment is unsettling. It's time for you to rejoin the others, to return to the infinite.
The others.
Messes it with all the guys inside.
Mm-hmm. Nasty bad guy.
Yeah.
How far along is your wife?
3 months.
Congratulations.
Don't be a creep. Please don't be a creep.
He's always creepy.
Yeah, creepy's one thing, but being a creep is quite another.
The fuck is that?
We're under the bay.
That's so trippy.
Liam?
All of a sudden, run!
Go?
Stand back!
Let's go.
So the question is, does Hatch do that? Oh, he kind of did, because the explosion is probably what caused that.
Maybe?
In the lab.
Maybe?
You okay?
Yeah,
I'm good. When do you get...
Oh. Get on the fucking ground! Hey, no, we're with Monarch!
What don't you understand?
No, get on the ground! Hey, no. Hey, I'm the one that called it in. I'm Hatch's guy.
Wincott.
Yeah,
Who's she?
she's Chronon scientist. She's important. We have to get her back to Monarch right away. Please.
Get the fuck out of here.
Now! Yeah.
Gibson, look out for her.
Fiona!
Liam!
Hey, listen. Hey!
Shit, you killed him!
Fuck! Hey! I didn't know that they were gonna kill him. What was I supposed to do? Huh? You led me on and then you kidnapped
This
me.
isn't about you, Charlie!
Are you stealing this car?
Just get the fuck out of here.
No, you're gonna need me.
I got what I needed out of you.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it.
Why don't you open your eyes? The world is about to end. I'm trying to do something.
Yeah, you're a real hero.
Fuck you.
There's no passenger seat,
It's a cargo car.
I guess. Maybe it was there. The seat was leaned back? I don't know. Or maybe I was just blind. Who knows?
Nerves, huh? I'll see you there.
Burke. Fuck.
Did he give him in the chest or was it his shoulder? Oh, it's on the. Okay.
You know,
That's.
I'm really gonna enjoy killing your wife.
You got a vest or something on?
It was his shoulder, I guess.
Yeah, but it was pretty far into his shoulder. And that is the side his heart is on.
Yeah.
So you got some pretty important stuff there.
Take your gun back?
Nah. Give him a wedgie, yeah.
would suck.
Yeah. This is overkill.
Yeah.
Davis and his team.
Okay, so they're still friends. I guess.
It's because his security hasn't been doing anything, so he still doesn't know that he's done anything shady.
Paul, what about my treatments?
I'm afraid so.
You know what this means?
You don't know for sure.
I'm a danger! You let this happen!
Jack. He wants me to become you. He wants me to suffer. Until the end.
Joyce and Wilder. But what was troubling me is who got them into Kim's lab. She paid a visit while she was thought to be missing, minutes before the explosion. Paul.
He's really good at what he does.
Paul, will you listen to me? Look, it's time you see her for who she really is. This was her parting gift.
They forced her.
She's trying to destroy you,
She's
Paul.
trying to help me.
Oh, Jesus, but... Look at you. The smartest man I know. Blinded by a fool's love. Paul, what are you planning on?
Sophia's loyal.
She's gotten inside your head.
She's always been loyal.
You need to think about
If
this.
the fracture's happening now, I owe this to her.
They sure love their glass. And Hatch tried so many subtler ways of manipulation there, where he complimented him before
Calling him an idiot.
Yeah. Where it's like, you're the smartest man I know and you're blinded by a fool's love. Where it's not calling him an idiot, it's just like, you're being led astray, but I know that you're intelligent, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Olo says that excessive glass is the hallmark of an evil company.
Dr. Hogan?
Gathering up lifeboat.
What the hell is it?
The protocol's been initiated.
I need to wake my family.
I'm afraid we have no time.
What the heck? That okay. No hesitation or anything. Just like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. See ya, wife and kids.
Well, they won't be doing anything. You know?
Yeah, but you're gonna be alone for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wife, treat me.
Good evening. You weren't expecting somebody this handsome, unfortunately, Mr. Serene.
Liam?
Hey, pal. I'm glad you could make it. I was just telling your girl here how concerned about you we've been.
Emily, we need to go.
Go. What's the rush?
just quiet.
Stay back, stay back. I'm a security guard.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Jared. I feel like he would lose because the shot in his shoulder. They're in a hospital. You know how it's like, shh, this is a library. Shh.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this is a place of healing. Knock it off.
Because they have no idea what's going on. The only person that remotely takes him seriously is his wife.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, get this guy to the ER, I guess? Or do we just go straight to the mortuary? She probably doesn't know that he does anything like that.
He's a field manager?
Yeah.
Please, this is not who I am. This is not. I'm telling you, I never felt good doing this. I never felt good doing this. But it's the only thing I knew how to do. And when I got back, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything to do. And Monarch, they found that useful, and they put me to work. And I swear to God, I couldn't stand being alone. So every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I would walk down the street because it was the only 2 nights that the bartender, she wasn't at school. And I told myself every night to ask you out. It took me a fucking year. Emily, if Monarch, if they gave me structure, you gave me purpose. I did this to protect you. I did this to protect us, our family. I did this to protect our family. And Emily, you have to listen to me. Something terrible is coming, and I will explain to you on the way, but we have to move. We have to move right now. If you will just let me protect you one last time. Please, this is me. It's me. It is me. Okay, we have to go. We have to go right now. Okay.
I agree. Jared says he cares a lot, but he's willing to do too much, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. It all comes down to circumstances and how he was driven to that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he was military and then couldn't get a job.
Yeah. Or he was bored doing
It's
anything
Pierce.
else.
I'm at the perimeter lab. So I have some information about Martin Hatch.
About time.
I want him apprehended. Immediately.
Good luck.
I'm sure the guy's strong in real life.
There was a lot in that episode.
Yeah.
Another thing.
You took the one thing Mr. Serene needed to survive. Dr. Amaral.
A car.
I thought it was a car. I thought we were talking about a car.
They made that clear. Monarch lined every escape route with barricades, roadblocks. I had to get to the mainland, but I couldn't do it by car. Needed a new plan.
All right, let's go.
Real good perimeter check. Good job, guys.
Beth, I think I'm gonna need a ride. The streets are too hot.
One more thing.
All right, where do you want me?
That entire floor watched him murder a man and let him walk out.
The situation on the bridge.
They didn't call security. They didn't call
Security
him.
was there. Okay?
I am the security.
Security was watching him. They said, stay back, stay back. That was their line.
Gotta get to higher ground.
But yeah, they didn't get him after that, you know. Nothing. They didn't break up the fight. I'm here to say stay back. That's all I do. M security. No, hospital security you don't mess with. Because if you got a patient that's gone nuts or is hyped up on meth or something like that,
Yeah.
you gotta have big, burly, trained guys.
I'm looking at the bridge right now. It's a lot of Monarch. I don't know. Maybe you could sneak across?
Well, maybe.
Or I could pick you up. Let me know. I'm pretty exposed out here, so try to make it fast.
I'll be a lot better when you get me on that boat. Monarch's right on my ass. I'm not exactly making friends out here. How's Dr. Amaral?
Still kicking and screaming. How long do you need to get here?
That depends. Let me check. Paul. What the actual fuck?
Olo says that he can relate to Liam. When you find someone who makes everything better, it's hard to do little to keep it.
Better get inside before the chopper spots me.
Yeah. Like, it's easy to look in on it and say, yeah, he's willing to do too much, but like, when you feel that stress, when you feel that pressure, when you have anxiety on like providing for your family, because they're clearly trying to make him out to be that person who really cares about his wife and his kid.
Yeah, just looking for a viewpoint.
It's real easy to go too far and have everything be rationalized.
And the other thing is, he worked for Monarch before he met her. And so, you know, that order of operations.
The other way around, maybe not, it wouldn't have happened.
Right. Because, you know, if he had found a job after finding her, then his priority would have been her first. And, you know, it's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want to do that. Thanks, Monarch. I'll look for a different option.
Yeah. We're not watching that.
Oh, what is it though?
It's Night Springs from. It's like an Alan Wake thing.
We don't
remedy
know where
thing.
he is. We can't find him. So we need to look into
I mean, they're fun to watch. They're fun to watch, but it is a Alan Wake thing.
Still have no visual on
Easter
Joyce or
egg.
Wilder.
Yeah.
Doing another sweep.
All of this is in the same universe, though.
Yeah.
I can't stay here long, Jack. You're gonna need to be quick.
Yeah, about that.
Bad news?
Reoccurring theme of the night. I'm looking at the bridge right now. If I go anywhere near that thing, there's gonna be innocent people caught in the crossfire.
All right. Any bright ideas?
Jump and swim.
Let me see. There's a
Yep,
pier
Pseudo's
the
on my
bridge.
side. Swim?
You should be able to meet me there with the boat.
That
Giant
could be
gas
really
sign
cold
up
water.
front.
I
Can't
don't
miss
know.
it.
It's nice and bright for Monarch to see.
Say what?
There's not a lot of options.
Could be really cold.
Switching to Monarch
Yeah.
frequencies. Be in touch soon.
I'll be there in a few minutes. Don't stand me up.
It is October,
Yeah.
but still.
So it's the Chicago River, probably.
For those of you just tuning
Okay,
in,
how do we get down there?
continues as
Where's the
authorities
fire
search for
pole?
Jack Joyce. The suspect in last night's
Or use a car as a boat. Make a raft.
Options. Use a Model S as a boat because they're waterproof for like what, 3 minutes?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the specs, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they can go on water for short periods of time.
You make your own lifeboat protocol.
Hey, bad joke.
Pull a peanut butter falcon and you make your own raft.
Yeah.
Damn it. Better hurry. All right.
Thank you, Olo.
Terrorist known as Jack Joyce. Thanks for your continued patience. Please talk to one of our security personnel if you have anything.
So this is repercussions for going PR and or whatever. Is how much security, how many guys are on this bridge. It doesn't really matter on easy, but
Somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
See, that's from the
college.
the callback.
Mm-hmm. But if they'd killed them all, he wouldn't have called you out. Molotov.
No.
I'm glad that counted as his head.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna die. I'll do a front flip. That'll be cool.
Just look at that. Those are like generated. You know?
Her boat couldn't get to you.
No.
You hit a
But
canister that
it gave me an
flipped him,
opportunity
I'm
to climb
guessing,
up on the
but
bridge
still.
and cross it. Slip right past Monarch.
And I like
We were
walked
less
through it.
undetected.
Blew out more.
Jared wonders where you're carrying all those magazines.
It's infinite ammo. But yeah. I think it's not.
Get up on that bridge and make
It's
sure
not
to cross it
infinite.
before
You
this
just
letter
keep
ends.
picking it up from the other guns on the ground.
No. If you next time I get into combat, you'll see that there's infinity ammo.
Oh,
Yeah.
because easy?
No, I think it's that way in hard. I was thinking it wasn't, but
They do that in Control too, so that might just be the way that they prefer.
it's just only that weapon though.
Mm. That one is actually a hit. Maybe? Hang on a minute. Do that again. Okay, it was some other. I do remember in the first run through dying a lot on this bridge.
Yeah. There's a lot of enemies.
The scene on the bridge was unreal. They weren't cops. They had no authority to do this. But the Monarch PR machine had done its job. Here they were, the heroes protecting everybody.
And you were the terrorist.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not the one you should be scared of, guy.
Listen, if you see him, don't try to approach him, just call the number. Just be
It's even worse than my passport picture.
officer. Just making sure everybody's safe.
Oh, they're even serving coffee.
No sign, sir. Honestly, I can't see him showing up here.
Ducks. Hello. Don't hurt the people in the taxi! There was no need for that.
Yeah, that was gonna block me out.
There weren't any people either, but still.
Thanks for the heads up.
Stutters within stutters.
Still alive?
Nope.
Yes.
Sorry.
I can barely tell. Rocket launcher to your back. Ah, walk it off. Walk it off.
Jared made the point that putting the car where he did also blocked up any support.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's cool. Just gotta make it across this damn bridge and I'll be clear.
Backpacks.
Kick him in the groin.
There we go.
Suda says, don't hide behind the innocents. And Jared says, hide in front of them?
That's the best way.
Boy, that sky looks very odd during the stutter. Oh, they were seagulls, not ducks. Olo says, just beside them. Blend in, like an assassin. And Suda says, Monarch doesn't care. They were just shooting through them.
Is this the last one, or is it? Cool.
Nice.
Alright, that's it.
If it really is cold October night, his hands have got to be freezing on all that metal.
Increased. Time shield. Jack will recover from damage faster while within the time shield radius.
$19 points available. Yep.
I guess, yeah.
No need to be terribly picky.
No. I'm going to do the recovery too. Because it's just nice to have when you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Time shield.
Were there more that you could do?
No, I ran out of points.
Who's the genius?
Well, this is explained because the bridge is in a stutter, but the boat is not.
Why is the boat not in a stutter?
Because it's not in the stutter. Everything on the bridge.
Oh, it's in a certain spot.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this is why the end of time is so dangerous. Because things hit. It gets really destructive because certain things move and others don't. So they run into each other, they collide because the boat is perceiving the bridge moving up, but then they rush forward in time. And the bridge is down now.
Gotcha.
Because they're just perceiving it weird. There's a few documents that we didn't read.
This is so bad.
That kind of describe it.
Gotcha.
It's basically what happens.
Well, that explains.
I knew I'd be dead if the stutter
better,
collapsed while I was in the
yes.
frozen crash. I had to reach solid ground, and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet. Just had to find a way down.
Oh dear.
I died so many times on that before I knew that you had to press.
Freeze it.
Yeah, freeze it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it took me a while.
Now what?
Where do I go? Over there.
That is the way. You zoom through it.
Frozen crash was a mess.
I was expecting
Somehow,
you
I
to
had
wait
to
a
find
little
my way
bit. Good job.
Got lucky. This is the part where I died. And it feels seriously stupid for how many times I tried. I think I made it across the first time jumping on it. You can technically do it. I guess it's between these. Oh.
Book. Yep.
kept heading downwards, towards the cargo ship.
Okay.
The route down wasn't exactly user-friendly. The fracture was getting much worse. Timelines getting scrambled. Caught in violent loops.
You were so close!
Yeah. It was the sprint thing I ran out of. Thank you.
They were quick on that one. Nice. Good job, Jared. And Pseudo says the detour sign was a nice touch. But that kind of explains why shifters can be so dangerous too.
I kept heading
because
downwards, towards the cargo ship.
If they're all,
It also explains his punch.
yeah.
You have to like let certain things slide in this game, but a lot of it does make sense
The route down
if you
wasn't
let
exactly
a few
user-friendly.
things slide.
Yeah.
But it's a lot less than a lot
The
of
fracture was
movies
getting
these
much
days.
worse. Timelines getting scrambled. Caught in violent loops, off sync. Crashing into each other. This was what the end of time would look like. Everything was broken. In chaos. Frozen. And no one would know.
Come on, hold still. Okay. Come on, come on, come on.
That doesn't look good.
Okay, now the water's good.
Yeah, suddenly.
Fracture was escalating. Objects were moving out of time, out of order, entire timelines overlapping. And it was gonna get worse, unless we could stop it.
You don't understand the power you're wielding. You need to hand this technology over to Monarch. I've prepared for what happens next.
You say you're prepared, but no part of this plan of yours involves stopping it from happening.
Even if I fix William's machine, what could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to—
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out, and the fracture's getting worse by the minute.
And it cannot be stopped. Paul has been to the end of time. He's witnessed it firsthand. Can't you see? We prepared for what's next out of necessity.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure. We're traveling to the past to retrieve it. You can help us get there faster. Or you can agree to disagree.
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. I can't promise anything before that.
Amy, take Emerald to the machine. Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing. Okay, Doctor, let's go. And I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
That's admission that I'm stupid and you won't regret it.
Yeah.
You have to say
Before we
that.
head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Double check in the room. Oh.
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working...
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen. In the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. have a time machine.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it. But my way, we don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simpler. Let's just get the machine working. This was the guy delivering the speech at the gala.
Name's Martin Hatch. According to Monarch Radio, he's been deemed a traitor. Sabotaged a Monarch lab.
Potential ally?
Not even close.
Looks like Amy wrote this up. Sounds very similar to her
Yeah.
board at the beginning.
Facts gathered by Fiona Miller so far. Joined Monarch 2001, became Serene's chief advisor around 2007. No records before 2001. Who was he? Where did he come from? Working against Monarch? Possible links to the following. Death of Dr. Kim, unconfirmed. Alone with Dr. Kim at time of death. Death occurred, yeah. I think we read this somewhere before. Sabotaging Serene, motive. Secretly assuring Serene's downfall. Wants to take over Monarch? Why? Sabotaging Monarch's survival plan. Within no possible. Okay.
Yeah, they're confused about that too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, why would he be doing this?
Dr. Amaral seems convinced that Paul's been to the end of time. Do you think that's true?
Can't be. Otherwise, trying to prevent it would be pointless.
Exactly.
Why?
Because it's already happened.
Let's see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
Yeah.
Jared
I
says
don't
that
think we can
simpler
trust her.
isn't always better.
The way she
Pseudo
looked at the
says, wait.
countermeasure like she's seen it before.
Yeah.
Did
knows
they
what it
just
does.
leave the surrogate black hole running?
Think Will told her about it?
They might have.
It's still
No.
on.
Will was never the kind to open up.
I can relate.
Will takes it to the next level. When we were kids, the only way that Will could express anything important to me was by informing my stuffed giraffe when I was in the room.
It's precious. And weird.
I don't think there's any narrative stuff in here, but
Yeah, you already found it all.
Did she find anything?
I'm not sure. I'll go check.
Where's Amy?
not watching her.
Their security is
How's it look?
great all around.
The problem is quite simple, really. The power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There, where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
What happened to the power relay?
Simple.
Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, and the machine was activated.
7 a.m. That's hours.
Okay. The console
Did you
here's
catch
got
that?
2 red lights, 1 green one.
You'll have to reset the power to the 2 stations with the red lights before activating the relay.
Sorry, what did
Both
what?
stations are located above the machine. Just follow the cables to the red lights.
Above the machine. A perfect place for a reset switch, Will.
She said when the machine was powered up at 7 a.m. this morning, and Beth says 7 a.m., that's hours before we got here.
Hmm.
Jared says, I keep thinking that Will might have gone into the past or future. And Suda says, if you had a working time machine, would you not use it? Jared says, no.
How do I get up there?
Follow the cables to the red lights.
Yeah, no, but how do I get there?
Yes. That's all that she will give you.
Probably just missed something really dumb. Okay, so I know I have to get up there. I can do it if I jump over there, but I need to get there, so can
Climb
I
on
jump
that thing that you're standing on?
this thing?
Yeah, can you climb on that?
Nope.
wonder what
Here
that...
we go. Maybe.
Yup. Follow the cables to the red lights.
Okay, the first red light is now green.
Jared says use the diving board.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can reach the second one that way. You may have to climb down and reach the other side of the machine.
That's the way I do have to go. I just need to get to it somehow. Cause see, right up there, like you just follow it, right? So I have to jump from here to there.
Or vice versa.
But then you see the yellow thing right there.
Do you have to get down and go around like all the way?
I might, yeah. She did suggest that.
He said the first green light, red light was now green, but it's the last one.
What was the first one he touched? We gotta talk about things relatively, right?
It's all about relativity. That's interesting. I've never seen a pool with folding chairs before.
For a swim meet or something.
Maybe. Of course, the only big pools that I've been to have been like high school ones, so they all just had bleachers.
Okay, I guess I do have to walk over here. And there are narrative items over here.
Interesting.
Jack, you've got to see this.
Hey, shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
Yeah!
Yes!
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered. I'm serious, Jack. This is big stuff I've got here.
All right. What is all this?
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station. I also found a video of your brother. It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
There's a printer here?
Okay. The date is... It's February 28th,
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce.
1999.
After months
First experiment.
arduous work, my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine, and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die. Okay, just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay. Core is active. Chronon levels are stable. I'll travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past would be much more impressive, but I can travel backwards in time only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is, well, now. Okay, machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is going to change the very fabric of I don't remember.
Gunshots?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't want to watch it.
But what's on the computer?
Monarch files I uploaded, and I kept the juiciest stuff on screen for you.
It's February 28th,
Okay.
1999.
Who is Manuel Porreta?
Jeez.
After months of
Can you
arduous
turn the
work,
TV off before we try and read
finally
this?
ready for human testing. Ready is
I don't
defined by
think I
me,
can.
since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and
She said stuff was on the table over there.
density by tangent.
Oh, there we go.
Short summary.
That's a
Hey,
lot of
Amy.
freaking stuff, and
What
those
am I looking at
papers
here?
are already crinkled.
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. Made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor.
Sorry, everybody.
Core is active. Chronon levels are stable.
That's just how things work on the lifeboat protocol.
Back into the same location.
Anybody here we can trust?
Fiona.
They say it's fine.
Fiona, she's only got contact on the inside.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Significant difference in time between
Jury's
my
still
watch
out on Burke.
and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past.
It's like some manifesto or something.
Yeah, basically, you know.
Trust me, I've seen the future.
Yes.
Paul Serene.
So we're doing all this stuff because, yeah.
And this is what we're going to do while we're in
Serene's
lockdown.
original manifesto for Monarch.
Hey, I was right.
Manifesto.
Manifesto.
Practically memorize this.
Building an
He
empire.
actually believes he's doing the right thing.
It's because he doesn't think the
Zero
fracture can be
buyout.
stopped.
See if operation.
And he's wrong.
Okay. So we're at the end of phase 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello, Beth.
Was that Paul?
That's how he arrived in the past.
How's that possible? It wasn't even the same time machine he entered at the university.
That's one question I still don't have an answer for.
Does it have to be the time machine or a time machine?
You can only travel so far back in one time machine that was created. You can't travel space and time, just time.
Right. But just like he said, it's like that this isn't the same machine as the one, unless
Previous.
it is somehow.
The core can move.
The core can move, okay.
Yeah, so technically.
And that's the main thing.
Yeah.
There's the giraffe.
How do I? There we go.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is it?
This is all my stuff from our family home. Kept everything.
Guess you thought you might come back. Jack? You okay?
No.
Yeah.
Parents are dead, brother's dead, end of times here. We're all dead.
Yeah. And we still don't really know much about Jack.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Toto. That's my signature.
You made this.
I've never even been here before.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So,
Jack. There's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman,
it was you.
everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass, and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth.
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
If you're that sure about how all this works, we can try it your way. It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus.
Okay, so this is going to be a long lore read.
But it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's really cool.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
Beth. Oh, do you want to read it?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Beth, I know this encounter will be a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I'd tell you that you need to keep this all secret, but I know you won't listen. You'll learn that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you are going through. Those closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you are losing your mind. You're not. You are special. You have been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will all be worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You are going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through all this before, and I'm going to prove it. Below, you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will be prepared for what is coming. October 3rd, 2000. Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you will push him down the staircase at school. You'll do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book is wrong. But the terrible thing is, he will say in that moment, things he will say, but the terrible things he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. He'll pretend to cry, claim you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You'll be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You are special. You have a purpose, and they don't. Hold on to that.
That they don't.
Oh, you have a purpose that they don't. And if it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mom. December 3rd, 2000. Mr. Hartstock next door will pass away. February 3rd, 2001. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim that you're hiding it on purpose so that they will buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. I'm sorry about your mom. Then give her a hug. She'll push you away, and she'll look incredibly confused and vulnerable. She will never tease you again. April 24th, 2001. Erica, your best friend, will break her arm. Having read this, you will do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You will soon discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You will find people who respect you for who you are very soon.
This is so heart-wrenching to me because it's like the hindsight of an adult.
Yeah.
Talking to a child, you know.
Yeah. August 5th, 2001. You will take the night bus home. There will be only one other passenger on board, a scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face. He's going to become important down the line. September 11th, 2001. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It'll take a long time to get over this, but eventually you will use this pain to fuel your path forward. You've now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again. Next time, you'll be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe and doubt that, and any doubt you have will disappear. You're ready to take on this mission. So what is coming? October 8th, 2016. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but to do so, you need to follow some simple instructions. Go ahead.
Learn who to trust. Short answer, nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you will be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There is one exception to this rule. We'll get to that. Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You will know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then he will risk failing. You will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him. Remain hidden. But keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently. Hair color, clothing style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you. The way they move, speak, laugh, copy them. Become your surroundings. Train daily. There are a series of skills you will need to master to truly be prepared. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino Kali and Jeet Kune Do. Weapons training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles. Wilderness survival. Compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one that you will build as you go. In time, you will understand that what is necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target. Jack Joyce. He is the one person who can help you in your mission. He is the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar. But do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. On October 9th, 2016, you will rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him. And he has his moments. He's much smarter than he seems at first. Don't mistake grief for stupidity. Study your objective. The countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time. This is your objective. Find the countermeasure and use it to stop the fracture. Achieve this and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait. Jack will show you the way. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you will be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you will feel unprepared. You will wish that I had told you everything. I promise you that what was written here is everything you need in order to get you where you need to be. I know this, because I'm already there. Chin up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. You.
So does she have to rewrite all this stuff to deliver it to herself?
Yes.
Or is she going to give the old book that she was given?
No, she has to rewrite it.
You have to close the loop.
And this is target practice for her.
She's a pretty good shot. Then again, I don't know how far back she was when she took those shots.
Okay, so how do I get up there?
Hang on. Well, Jared had been joking about using the diving board to get into the machine. But yes, you also need to get onto the diving board.
Jack. Hi. It's Will. I guess you're in Thailand by now. I'm not sure if you even still use his number. I don't like how he left things. I've been under a lot of pressure. There's some things I should tell you. I'd like to make it right. Just call me, okay? Please.
That's something Jack probably didn't even know.
Yeah. What is beeping? There we go.
Pronon here for diving practice.
One of three.
What have we got here?
Well, one's up there. Okay. I'm gonna try going up here again.
Okay.
Because it seems like something is activated after I left. Okay, so we got this. Jump up here. Go over here. Help.
What if you get back up to the very top, and I wonder if you can manipulate time around that shuttle thing up at the top to ferry you across.
Maybe it's right here, actually.
Looks climbable.
Nice.
Thanks. Oh, there it is.
I'm in the bathroom.
There's no toilet that is that holy.
Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Why the hell would your brother put maintenance controls way up there? Still getting used to that.
Don't expect to. All right, all lights are green.
That bad joke drums gave me a jump. Yeah, that was pretty loud. You push the button, don't you?
Already did. I think. Activate the corridor.
Pseudo says, I really want to know if you can jump into the center. Yeah, the button.
Thank you.
Pull the
That
lever,
button.
Crunk.
I think you said that the first time we played through it too.
Mhm.
That exact line. Why do we even have this lever?
Chronon levels are stable. Diagnostics are positive. This may actually work.
Usually.
It's ready. It's actually functional.
Okay, we're doing this. I'll set the date into the console. July 4th, 2010. Are you ready?
No. Are you?
No.
Okay.
Try to jump into the... Oh, never mind. We have no control.
This is it. There's no turning back.
Hey, wait!
What did you just do?
What did you do? That was the wrong door. You changed the date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire planet at risk.
You sure did a great job, Amy.
They're on their way. It's over. What did you do?
Fuck!
We need the countermeasure to run the lifeboat.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna follow through with the plan. Tie her up and get as far away from here as you can.
I will. You just take care of yourself, Jack. Okay?
So she went to the future, not the past. Because she went in the wrong door.
Yeah, she went backwards in time. No, she went forwards in time.
Forwards.
Yeah.
Which would explain that flash that we saw of Paul when he came outside after trying to go forward in time, and Beth was there shooting at him.
There's Beth going backwards. There's Paul going forwards.
Another Paul.
And some other unknown characters. I've always wanted to break down that.
Your first journey back in time, 2010. This is where our notes get hazy.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
Monarch computer? Question mark?
Okay, leaving the workshop now. The countermeasure is secured. In my safe, I know better than to ask the reasoning behind this request. In 11 years, you've never been wrong, and I don't know. And I don't want to know about the future anyway. But that won't make this easier for me to digest. Can we meet tomorrow? Know that the device is complete. Now that the device is complete, I need to know what the next steps are. And please be careful with the countermeasure. It's tremendously powerful, and sourcing the chronon particles for it alone has taken over a decade. Rebuilding would take me years and years.
Hey, Bobby Radford coming at you.
Someone's hammering on the other side of the...
They're shooting.
Oh, they're shooting? I thought it was a hammer.
What's going on here? Since when did Will run a graffiti workshop? None of this crap was here in 2016.
You remember the shooting range we saw earlier?
Mm-hmm.
What the? Someone's in here. Who the hell is that? The fuck are they shooting at? Beth? It's me. Hey. What happened to you?
This is it. There's no turning back.
You don't go in the wrong door.
Jack? Dr. Emerald sent me to the future. I fought for months trying to find a way to get back.
I wasn't the only one.
Stop!
I followed him back. He set William's machine to 1999. The first possible exit point.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Ah, it's okay. I'm on your side.
Who are you?
I'm Beth Wilder. There's some things you need to know.
You're the reason you built the countermeasure. And you've been here ever since. 11 years. Why? Why didn't you come back?
We should get ready. We don't have much time.
If Paul showed up here, how does he not know where the time machine is? He literally left the pool.
He hit his head on the way out.
I was too panicked. I
She had
didn't look at my
changed.
surroundings.
And there was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
Hey,
She
the
always
book.
was. What exactly do you believe changed in Beth?
She lost hope.
Okay. February 28th, 1999. Back in time. Here I am.
Back in time.
Gotta get back in time. Back in a time I've already lived once before. No idea how long I'll need to stay here. No idea what comes next. This isn't how it was supposed to go. This wasn't the plan. If I'm going to come to terms with that, then I'm going to need to write it all down. And there's nobody to tell this to but myself. So, hello, me. Again. This all started back in 2016. Jack and I kidnapped Dr. Amaral. We were supposed to use the time machine to travel back to 2010 and retrieve the countermeasure. I believe Dr. Amaral switched the date at the last moment. I heard Jack calling out, but it was too late. I was already inside. There was nothing to do but keep moving forward, and when I exited the corridor, I arrived in the one place I never thought possible. The end of time. Hey, I've got another bot.
My greatest fear was realized. I'm still trying to grasp what that means. My entire life has been devoted to stopping the fracture. What I saw, was it proof that it couldn't be stopped? I can't believe that. There's a logic to all of this, a meaning. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not ready to write down details of the end of time. Not yet. The essential part of the story is that I found a way back. I spent a long time trying to fix William's machine, but somebody beat me to it. He set a course to the earliest time the machine could operate. The first time the core was activated, February 28th, 1999. I followed him through. That's when I found William, still alive, much younger than I had ever seen him. I warned him about the fracture.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
It's giving me trouble on mobile, so I'm gonna have to go here to ban the bot. And I already reported it. Nice. 2 reports. The power of teamwork.
Woohoo! That's when I followed him through. That's when I found William, still alive, much younger than I had ever seen him. I warned him about the fracture. I told him that he was the only one who could create a solution. He begged me not to tell him anything else but about the future. He said he couldn't stand living like that, being constantly aware of what will come to pass. His every action just part of the preordained dance. I wanted to tell him more, but I know how he felt. That's crazy, a crazy perspective to think about as far as time travel goes.
Yeah.
Not wanting to know because you don't want to be a part of something that can't be changed.
Well, and the other thing is, like, deja vu is such a weird thing already.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's like feeling like your entire life is a simulation and there's nothing you can do about it. That would, like, break my mind.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to kind of go off of that, to tell the audience, I have deja vus. Depends. Sometimes there's months where I won't have any, but then there's times where it's like I can go on for 5 or 10 minutes and know everything that's happening, and it's weird. And my best guess is that my brain has noticed a pattern in my life, and I go through the same actions enough times that certain things can happen among people that I'm able to like predict in my head, and it feels like it happened before.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it just won't happen, and I haven't had it in months. But
no, you had it just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't always remember everyone.
Olo goes, witchcraft.
It feels extremely terrifying when it happens. So time travel things feed into that for me, and alternate realities feed into that for me. So I enjoy those types of stories a lot more because of
your personal experience.
My personal experience. Whatever
Pseudo
the
says
cause.
you're a time traveler.
I would love for that to be true, but I seriously doubt that's the case. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I can get really into these stories and like definitely excuse facts like, if he's been to the pool, how does he not know it's there? Anyway, William agreed to do what must be done. He agreed to build the countermeasure. This whole time, it was me who set him on that path. He says the machine doesn't have the sufficient chronon capacity to return me to the future. He says a jump that far would be nearly impossible without a substantial scientific breakthrough. Apparently, that hasn't happened yet. That's his way of saying, I'm trapped in 1999. Second time around. So here I am.
Jared says you're a time traveler, but you don't know it. Olo says, I get it, though. I kind of get the same thing. When I'm half awake, I hear phantoms shouting.
Mm-hmm.
And Pseudo says, quick, what should I bet on? Tesla stock.
Yeah, I think that's about all I got for you.
July 19th, 1999. The machine move equals success. That's why, because they moved the machine. It wasn't in the pool before.
Oh.
That's why all the moving costs.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, we can be happy
we
about
can be
this.
Happy
we can
now.
be happy about this game.
It's all good.
Everything's fine.
I worked with Will to get the time machine moved. Had to make sure Serene wouldn't be able to use it to his advantage, so we moved it to the one place I knew it would be safe. Bradbury swimming pool. Will spent a big chunk of his research grant money buying the property. It's the one place I knew for sure Monarch wouldn't find us. After all, they still weren't aware of it in 2016. That means this is my new home for the time being. Will refuses to build the countermeasure here. He says that it has to be done at his workshop. He chose that location to build the time machine for a reason. Something about abnormal chronon density, anomalies, whatever. Didn't seem to concern him that the very people we need to hide from know about his workshop. Probably doesn't help that he won't let me tell him who those people actually are. Guy's almost as stubborn as his brother. Now that the move is complete and Will is on his way, all I can do is wait, not liking the idea of that. Keeping busy was the only thing that distracted me from the eerie nature of being trapped here. Guess I should look at the bright side. Second chance at having a killer Y2K party? September 5th, 1999. Little me. The most surreal experience. Her eyes looked so full of life, looking to the clouds, invulnerable to the world around her. She looks full of life. She looked sad. She looked happy. It was me. I knew the day was coming. I knew that I had to go see her and set her on the mission so that she would do what she needed to be done, so that someday she would become, well, me. She was in the backyard, bright red duffel coat, playing. Simple pleasures. It's strange. I remember the small details so differently the first time around. When I was a child, that woman who came to see me seemed like an angel, a limitless source of wisdom, gifting me with purpose. Now I was that woman, trembling, a lump in my stomach, nervous as hell. It didn't matter. I knew she was too young to see those things on my face. I gave her the notebook. I told a small child to give up those simple pleasures and pursue a life that would bring nothing but pain and hardship. I promised her that it would all be worth it, that she would make a difference, that she would save the world. She believed me. January 1st, 2000. Epic Y2K party. Ate bagels with cream cheese and watched Buffy Returns in a drained swimming pool.
Buffy reruns.
Buffy, oh. Oops.
In a drained swimming pool. Party on.
Yep. September 11th, 2001. 9/11. I tried to stop it a second time. I warned them, told them exactly what was going to happen. Nothing changed. I came to terms with the fact that none of this could be changed as a child, but since then, I've seen things that make me desperate to prove myself wrong, desperate to believe that what I've seen cannot come to pass. I tried to stop the rise of Monarch. I tried to stop Paul Serene, both versions of him. Every action was negated by the force of a timeline that cannot be bent or broken. I've tried to stop tragedy as well. Jack's parents, Christmas of 1999. I knew what happened to them. This time, I was there. Car crashed exactly as it was supposed to. My presence only led to it happening as it always did. I went to the funeral. I watched Jack cry. I watched Will build up a wall around himself, and I watched two brothers change forever in that moment. And I could do nothing about it. And now this. Shoot. May 22nd, 2002. Monarch. They spotted me near William's workshop. Barely got out of there alive. After all this time, Serene is still obsessed with finding me. He won't give up until he does. Have to be more careful in the future. May 22nd, 2003. End of time. Been having recurring nightmares about what I saw. I've been dreading doing this, but it's time. I have to write it out. It's the only way to move past it. In 2016, I entered the time machine intending to travel back to 2010. That didn't happen. Dr. Emerald changed the date. When I exited the machine, I arrived at the end of time. The problem is you also went in the wrong side. It's like they talk about it so many times. It's like you got to go in the machine, walk counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. You know, it's...
Nobody gave her the tutorial, though.
Sure.
Jack got it, but she didn't get it. And
she was standing right there when the TV was on.
Standing there as an NPC and actually listening are two different things, right?
Okay, sure. The fracture had run its course. Time had stopped altogether. The entire world was frozen in one hanging moment. I was the only one still able to function, or so I thought. Then the shifters came. I can still hear them. Their sounds echo through my dreams. The entire world was still, except me. They don't really like movement. I'd stepped out of the machine into the one thing I spent my entire life trying to prevent. The fracture was never fixed. I was living through the proof. Pseudo says, left, right, what's the difference? Oh, nothing big. No biggie, no biggie.
It's like peeing into the wind.
The first hours were the hardest. I've never had that experience, but I can imagine. Scouting trips gone wrong?
No, I was on somebody's boat and they said, don't pee into the wind. And I pee into the wind and he's yelling at me. And, don't pee into the wind.
What did I just say? I don't know. You weren't listening
I
either?
literally am haunted by this moment of peeing into the wind. I have been for years.
Time to come to terms with it, babe.
Let's finish this and then get going.
Okay. Jared knows the experience too. The first hours were the hardest. I was living through a nightmare that I couldn't wake up from, surrounded by constant reminders that my mission would fail. Never able to stay in one place because the shifters were always searching, always hunting. I wasn't alone. I discovered the first evidence of this in a few days in. I heard the shifters becoming agitated, but I was nowhere near them. They were following somebody else. Paul Serene. A younger Paul. Scared, weak, vulnerable. He found me, tried to convince me that we needed to work together to help each other through. He found out very quickly that I wanted him dead. He had no training, no killer instinct, But he had those freaking powers, and all I had was the Chronon harness. The end of the world, the only two people left, and we became sworn enemies. I can't be sure how long we spent there. It could have been months, could have been years. When time doesn't move, it feels like an eternity. Our grip on reality slipped away, trapped in an endless loop of brutal survival. Though we were enemies, there was a strange bond formulated through that suffering. We've shared an experience that no other human has ever endured. Eventually, Paul managed to get William's time machine working. He was convinced that he needed to travel back to the earliest possible point in order to stop this from all happening. He had yet to learn that the past couldn't be changed. I followed him through the machine, but he escaped. He formed Monarch. He built an empire. I watched the birth of a monster. I can't explain the feeling that I escaped the feeling that my actions helped shape what he became. Maybe I could have guided him. Maybe if I hadn't tried to hunt him down and kill him at the end of time. That can't be my part in all of this. There has to be more. I wake up in a cold sweat most nights. I hear the shifters coming. I can almost feel their presence. Much of my experience at the end of time has become a blur in my memory, but there is one detail that I can't shake. One detail that brings my entire mission into question. One detail that haunts me. 2021. Hey!
Maybe we'll get another game next year.
Maybe.
No, I've been literally following every comment that Remedy gets asked about Quantum Break, and they're like, "Well, it's up to Microsoft," and they say with a twinkle in their eye or like a smile on their face, and it's like,
what do you mean?
maybe we'll get something because Control is in 2019. If they have two teams working on games, they could be
have
working
one in
on
about 2021.
Maybe 2022, but still.
Maybe.
Because this game was a year late, and I think they changed all the dates from 2015 to 2022. Or 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But having lived through 2020 and having 2021 be the one thing that irks her, it's like, what's happening?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? February 3rd, 2005. Hobbies. 5 years until the countermeasure will be complete. I spend most of my days training. I don't know what happens once the device is finished, but being prepared is my specialty. I still wonder if Jack will follow the plan, if he'll emerge from that machine in 2010. Best not to think about it. I'm not giving up, but I can't let these thoughts consume me. I need to focus on the present, focus on what is in front of me. That's the mantra that keeps me going, just focus on the present. So I decided to take on some hobbies. Tried poetry. Got depressed. Dabbled with a guitar for a while. Smashed it against the wall. Then I started experimenting with graffiti. Seems to be working out okay for me so far. It's fulfilling on a few different levels. Partly as a form of self-expression. Partly as a means of release. Partly just to F with some people. What happens when Joe analyzes some graffiti on a wall one day, builds an interpretation in his head, and then 3 years later, his depiction of that image comes true. Not sure, but it's fun to think about. I can't change anything, but at least this gives me the illusion of some kind of power. That illusion is what keeps me holding on. Sometimes I leave anonymous notes in people's mailboxes telling them what will happen next week. I watch their reactions from afar. Voyeurism and graffiti. That's my life these days. Focus on the present.
It's so funny.
Sudo says, the way this year has gone, I feel that energy. Yep. October 8th, 2007. Jack. I started watching him recently. I know Monarch is tracking him, so I keep my distance. I wasn't sure why I felt the need to follow him, just watch his life from the outside. But now I think I understand. I met Jack in the wake of his brother's death, on the onset of the fracture. Worst day of both our lives. He was broken. That's the only Jack I ever knew. There's some kind of comfort in seeing him in happier times. I watched his band play a gig nearby. Atrociously bad. Yeah. Whiny emo music. Definitely a music movement I didn't need to live through a second time. But there was something pure about seeing him up there, letting it all out. He never had an easy life. It was nice to see that he found a way to release all that. He just looked happy. Made me forget everything else. The nightmares stopped for a while after that, so I kept following him. It gave me something else to focus on. I've spent most of my life hiding who I am, what I know. I knew Jack for less than 24 hours, but he's the only person I've opened up to about everything. I told him the truth, and he believed me. I wish I could thank him for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to tell him if he comes through that machine on July 4th, 2010. What will he think when he sees me? 11 years will have passed. I look like I've aged 3 lifetimes since then, and for him, it could only be a matter of minutes. What do I say? That I saw the end? That this might be all be for nothing? I was the one who believed, without question, that we would stop the fracture. That confidence has now been replaced with insecurity and weakness. I fear letting him see that. I fear that he'll see the doubt in my eyes. For years I felt invincible, full of hope. I'm not that woman anymore. I'm scared. December 11th, 2007. Memory. Tonight I painted something at the university campus. It was only after I was finished and took a step back to look at it that I realized I've seen it before, about a decade ago. Remains of something painted on a wall, but washed away. It was a jolt. Is it all futile? Nothing sticks. Nothing has changed. All of it washed away by the river of time. Effing time travel. July 9th, 2008. Will. I've been in contact with Will every 6 months or so. Short exchanges just to get an update on his progress building the countermeasure. He's still at least 2 years away from completion, but he's now confident that he knows how the countermeasure will work. He told me that the countermeasure will be able to reverse a fracture in time, but in order to do so, it must be activated early in the escalation of the fracture. Once the fracture runs its course, once the end of time is reached, he believes the countermeasure will be rendered ineffective. I asked him what it would mean if the end of time ever occurred. He said it would mean that the fracture was never stopped. It would mean that we failed. July 21st, 2008. Everything I have done has been for nothing. What happened on July 21st?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean...
Maybe it's just something in her personal life.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's when the economy crashed.
I mean, it could be, but I don't think that really changes a lot for her.
Right, but, you know, if there was something big that happened on that day and she tried to stop it again, you know, it'd push her into doing that. It just seems odd that since this journal spans about 10 years, 11 years actually, why she would just put it in on that specific date. Because I'm guessing that she has that feeling a lot, but why on that day, you know? July 4th, 2010. Final entry. The day is here. Soon I will receive word that William has completed the countermeasure. I'm sure of it. I've come to accept that this doesn't mean we will succeed, and I've come to accept that my mission was a lie. But I'm not giving up, lie or not. I devoted my life to this cause. It gave me meaning. It's all I've ever known. Even if I've seen the proof that I won't succeed, I'm not giving up. I will dedicate every ounce of courage I have left to seeing this through. I'll retrieve the countermeasure. I'll keep it safe until 2016. I will do everything in my power to activate it when the time comes. I will fail, but I will fail knowing that I did everything in my power to save the world. For years, I hoped that this would be the day when I would see Jack again. I've given up that hope. This mission started with me alone. That's how it will end. This will be my final entry. Yeah, July 21st, 2008. Oh, I thought the hallway was flooding for a second there. No, it's just time being weird.
Years.
I'll unlock the door.
So where's Will? Where's the countermeasure?
The countermeasure's at William's workshop.
where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
It was a
But
Monday.
yes, that was the plan.
That'll do it. Just a Monday.
Say what?
Pseudo says it was a Monday.
Hmm. Just Google that.
Just have to unlock this. My supplies are upstairs. We'll need
July
to get them.
21st. It says U.S.
So
forces
much you
killed
don't
the
know,
son of
that you
Iraqi
never saw.
governor.
I gave up on the idea that you would ever come.
It's bugging the crap out of me.
What, you looking for the stuff? Monday, 12 years, 4 months, and 9 days. It was a leap year.
So, it was telling me here, and now it's gone. Okay. Whatever.
Maybe it was just
I
an
need to know we're still in this
overwhelming
together.
feeling that day.
I told you once our fate is already laid out for us. I still
You
believe that.
found it!
More than ever. I'm just worried what that might mean.
It means we finish this.
You need gear? Take whatever you need. The rest of it's going in the river, along with everything else I brought here.
That's a little drastic.
My time here is done, Jack. I have to erase my presence. Let me know when you're ready to go.
I can't imagine what happened to you. When you entered that machine, I wanted to go after you, but I didn't know where Sophia sent you or how to find you.
You made it here. It's all that matters. You followed the plan.
Whatever happened to you, change it.
Don't.
We can fix this.
Don't.
We can undo this.
You still don't get it. It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried. Over and over.
I can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack. You have to let go. I've seen it. The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail. I saw where this leads. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if we can win this thing.
Then we'll die finding out.
She's so crestfallen. It's a very different Beth.
Mm-hmm. The rest of the game is cool, but I think that whole like time perspective that you get in that level, if you can call it a level,
Sequence of events.
I don't know a fraction of the hell that Beth went through, what she experienced when she saw the end of time, how that changed her, like it changed Paul. Followed by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known had laser focus. This Beth, she had doubts.
You okay?
Yeah.
But the countermeasure, the one thing that could set things right, was waiting for us at Will's workshop.
There it is.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over the rooftops to avoid detection.
Does Will know we're coming?
No, he doesn't.
Whoops, sorry.
From this point on, we may be in their sights. We need to be quick.
Nice.
There we go.
It's a bit of a challenge for me, seeing if I can remember where things are.
Hmm.
It does help a lot that it has a blinking light, though.
Yeah. It's interesting, though. He
Hey,
has his
Will?
workshop here
He's not here.
specifically
I made sure of
because
that.
he can
What?
harvest chronon particles.
Why? He's the only one
And
that
there's
knows how to
only
use the
3 here?
countermeasure.
Which is why he needs to be kept safe. In case
Yeah, because he's harvested them all.
things
Oh,
go
darn.
bad.
Fine. We get the device, then you lead me to my brother.
Sure.
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe. Somewhere in the building.
All right, Will. Where'd you hide that safe?
With the giraffe.
There we go.
Olo says Will died in 2008. He died in 2016 when the library collapsed on him.
Yeah.
11 years. Building this thing was his life for 11 years.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's April 2nd, 1999. It's been about a month since the incident. Since I was shot by the man from the future. Since Wilder. I've moved the machine. Hidden it. I wish I could destroy it, but, I made it tell me as little as possible. The more you know about what'll happen, the worse it'll be. We're all puppets. I can take that for as long as I can't tell the difference. I think she understood. Doesn't matter anyway. She told me the fracture is gonna happen because of what I did. I have to fix it. I have to. I don't know how yet. I have to build a countermeasure of some kind. I know the theoretical mechanism if the field's collapse, but how to stop it, let alone reverse it. It'll take years of research. I have no idea how to do this. How to pay for it. I don't know. Wilder's from the future. And she came to me. I have to assume that I was successful, right? Why else would she come to me?
He was planning on giving it to you.
And it was stolen before he ever had the chance. Which means this is the only way it can play out.
Wells Journal. The countermeasure is near completion. I should be celebrating. I should be excited. 11 years of work is coming to an end. But there is a weight on my mind. I can't shake it off. Jack came to see me. He found out that I sold our parents' house to continue funding my research. Understandably, he was furious. After all, the house was left to both of us. He doesn't understand the necessity of what I'm doing here. Talking turned to yelling. Yelling turned to pushing. And he told me it wasn't mine to sell. He told me they were his parents too. He told me that I was a piece of crap. I was angry. I couldn't contain myself. And then I said it. I still don't believe the words that came out of my mouth. I told him that it was his fault, the car crash. I told him that he was to blame for everything we'd been through. I knew it was the one thing that could truly hurt him, and I used it. I can justify my actions as a result of months of fatigue, frustration, and lack of sleep. It was wrong. I knew it as soon as I said it. He just stood there, devastated. For what felt like minutes, I could see a wall building between us. He told me he's leaving this town. He's never coming back. That was 3 days ago. I haven't been able to reach him since that phone call in the Bradbury swimming pool. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't concentrate. I know the countermeasure will be finished soon, but that victory is a hollow one now. I have spent 11 years building a device to save the world. The only thing that kept me going all this time was the fact that there was one person in this world that I needed to protect, no matter the cost. I just lost him.
It's so sad. There was one on the railing there too. Yeah, right there.
There's some things you need to know. You're the only one who can stop it.
There's no theoretical groundwork. It could take even years to build.
And it will. You'll have to keep it a secret. Even from the ones you love. It's the only way to keep them safe. You witnessed one, didn't you? An echo.
Yeah. It was you.
A long time ago now.
This must be where he built it.
The stand for the countermeasure.
Yeah.
Hey, River Boy. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's been a while, Bobby.
Door's locked. Knowing Will, that's where the safe is. Just need to find a way in.
The power setup wasn't
here.
working, but it must have worked at some point.
Maybe I can rewind time to get this working.
The device wasn't there, but it must have been at one time. It was all there on the board. The details of his downward spiral. His work consumed him. Became some kind of desperate obsession. He was never the same.
GMDR. I don't know what that means either.
TLDR?
GMDR.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, is there a roof hole thing? Oh, okay.
You just do it there. Curse smack. Well then. Oh, it said to do it.
There's something up here. Because they're not gonna let me up here for nothing.
chronon particle somewhere.
There it is. Come on.
No.
Hey. This is what got people so ticked off of this game for sure. I forgive a lot of it though. Because whereas the mouths moved really good in the beginning of the game, and the shadows were really bad, now the shadows are just fine, and the mouths move not as good.
Yep.
Over here, Jack. He didn't leave the code, but I can crack it. I just need some time to...
Somebody's here.
It's Monarch. I knew it. I knew they'd find us.
I'll take care of it. Just get that safe open, stay inside.
Yeah. Okay.
You'd been spotted the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight. Not then, not ever.
This is Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Remember, orders are to take her alive. Monarch Actual is en route.
Roger.
Stop right there. Where's the girl?
Hey. Hold on. Take it easy.
He's got a gun. Open fire!
How'd you see that?
What the fuck was that? We do it!
HQ! Man down! Man down! Over! HQ? We got a situation.
What's the sit rep?
He got backup. I don't know what it is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tidy. We can't afford unwanted attention.
He's fucking tearing us apart!
I'm on my way. Hold the perimeter.
I'll sniper cover.
One-on-one with Serene.
Flank target! Gotta move. Take the other side!
Oh. Oh, that sniper can see you through the trees.
Targeting crosshairs.
Fuck! I'm empty!
So you might be able to kill a Wolverine, but your clothing should be ripped to shreds by now.
Nice.
Get out of my way.
Here we are again. Exactly where we left off years ago.
Uh-oh.
Paul.
I said, get out of my way.
Gotta get back in.
Give me the device. Come with me. We can survive this together. You know it can't be stopped. I can see it in your eyes. You
She's
know
just
this.
gonna give it to him, isn't she?
What if you're wrong?
Well, that can't be good.
Caused the fracture in the workshop that we countered in 2016.
See what?
That's what caused the zones on the dry docks.
Oh, yeah.
We failed. We created Ground Zero. Caused everything to happen how it always did. Every piece falling into place.
Except one. The blast sent you through time. Brought you back to 2016. The same exact time from which you left. Something anchored you there. We need to know how you did this.
You think I wanted to come back? I was pulled away. Everything I came for was still back there. Left behind.
Beth, come on, move. Beth, get up. Beth, come on, get up. Please, Beth. Beth, you need to move, okay? Yeah, that's it. Get the gun. Come on, Beth, move. Come on, please. Beth, move! Paul, don't do it. Don't do it, don't!
I'm not wrong.
You can't.
No! No!
Serene had the countermeasure the whole time. I had to get it back.
A rash decision. You claim Beth Wilder's death had no impact on your behavior, but...
Like I said, I barely knew her.
So, what you did next? It wasn't personal?
No.
The symbolism in that shot is just so amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that should be the end of it.
For tonight.
For tonight, because that was a lot.
Mm-hmm. So good, though. Oh my gosh. Yep. You guys have a good night, too. Let's see who's on.
I'm excited to share the ending with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I don't see anybody on. Yeah. Good pick, babe.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I really like how they really follow through with things can't be changed.
Mm-hmm. Including in how the game plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like you make these different choices, but the end result is still the same.
Mm-hmm. There's certain things that are easy that they could have avoided, like giving the journal to her past self or not.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what would that get them?
Right.
Less.
Right.
So they have to.
Mm-hmm. Nice. the scares for both of us. See if we can get a yelp or two out of you.
I doubt it.
We'll see.
I'm not really a screamer from wolf sound.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow for Mayhem. Have a good night.